What starts as a normal family night in Arizona suddenly turns into one of the most baffling missing person mysteries in America, and the world is now watching. This is the real story behind the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie, the 84-year-old mother of Today show host Savannah Guthrie, and why this case has left the FBI, the public, and true crime fans glued to every update. This is the story of Nancy Guthrie, an 84-year-old grandmother, a mom, and the mother of NBC Today show co-anchor Savannah Guthrie, who vanished from her home in Catalina Foothills, Arizona, in the early hours of February 1st, 2026, and hasn't been seen since. On the evening of January 31st, Nancy was dropped off at her home after a family dinner. Everything seemed normal, but the next day, when she didn't show up to her usual Sunday plans, including a live stream service with friends that morning, something felt very wrong. Concerned family members tried to reach her. When they couldn't get in touch, they called 911. Law enforcement quickly treated this as more than just a missing person case. They declared a crime scene. Investigators found blood on her front porch that matched Nancy's DNA. Her home's doorbell camera had been manually disabled, and her pacemaker had disconnected from her phone overnight. Signs authorities interpreted as foul play. With each passing hour, the mystery only deepened. Federal agents from the FBI teamed up with the Pima County Sheriff's Department, combing through surveillance footage, interviewing neighbors, and seeking any clue that could explain how an elderly woman could disappear so suddenly. Then, in the days that followed, the case took a strange turn. Local media outlets began receiving ransom notes demanding millions of dollars in Bitcoin for Nancy's safe return. First a smaller amount, and later a demand of $6 million with a strict deadline that came and went. But here's the watershed moment. Authorities couldn't verify that the ransom notes were authentic, and there was no proof of life sent along with them. Despite the lack of solid proof, Nancy's daughter Savannah Guthrie and her siblings made a public plea, saying, "We understand the message. We will pay if it would bring their mom home safely." They shared videos and personal appeals that went viral, begging whoever had Nancy to come forward with evidence that she was alive. The situation remained tense and surreal. Missing persons flyers, FBI searches, and global news coverage, all unfolding without a confirmed suspect. That changed today when authorities detained a person of interest during a traffic stop south of Tucson and conducted a court-authorized search in Rio Rico, Arizona, connected to this investigation. However, the individual was later released, and no charges have been filed. It's still unclear if this was the person seen in the surveillance footage. What's particularly haunting is the surveillance footage the FBI released. A masked figure, wearing a ski mask and backpack, captured on video tampering with Nancy's doorbell camera on the day she disappeared. In some frames, the person even shields the camera lens, as if they knew exactly what it was recording. Even with these images released to the public and a $50,000 reward offered for information, investigators still haven't produced proof of life, a suspect in custody, or a clear motive. Experts have openly debated the nature of this case. Some ask whether this is indeed a kidnapping, while others wonder if something else happened entirely. For now, Nancy Guthrie's fate remains unknown. The FBI continues its work. Families and online detectives search for answers, and millions of people around the world wait for even the smallest breakthrough. It's a story that blends tragedy, uncertainty, and the reality that sometimes the most shocking mysteries can begin in the most ordinary moments. As the days continue to pass, the silence in this case is getting louder. No confirmed suspect, no verified ransom exchange, and no proof of life. Just questions. Investigators are still analyzing digital footprints, phone pings, security systems, traffic cameras, financial trails, anything that could reveal a crack in this mystery. The FBI has urged the public to focus on facts, not speculation. But in the age of social media, speculation spreads faster than truth. True crime creators are breaking down the body language in Savannah's public appeals. Online forums are zooming in on the masked figure's clothing frame by frame. Some believe the ransom messages were real. Others think they were distractions. And then there's the bigger question no one wants to say out loud. Was this planned? Or was it random? An 84-year-old woman, a quiet Arizona neighborhood, a disabled doorbell camera, blood on the porch. Nothing about this feels accidental. And what makes this case hit differently is the visibility. This isn't just any family. This is someone connected to national television. Cameras are rolling. The media is watching. And yet, even with global attention, answers are still missing. That's the part that unsettles people the most. Because if something like this can happen under that level of spotlight, what does that say about how fragile safety really is? Right now, the reward remains active. The investigation remains ongoing. Authorities say they are following leads daily. But until Nancy is found, alive or with closure, this story is not over. And that's the truth about real-life true crime cases. They don't wrap up in 60 minutes. They don't always have clear villains. And sometimes, the scariest part isn't what we know, it's what we don't. If you've made it this far, drop your thoughts below. Do you think this was a targeted kidnapping, or was something else entirely? Make sure you subscribe because we'll continue to follow every verified update in this case as it develops. This is still unfolding, and until answers come, we're watching. Stay safe, stay aware, and I'll see you in the next story.